chosen by the first contestant, Toastmaster Balasubramanian Ramadasan. Are you able to see? Contestant number 1. Your topic is a watch pot never boils. I repeat, your topic is a watch pot never boils. Toastmaster Balasubramanian, contestant number 1.
The ingredient to fire, the ingredient to accomplish, the ingredient to attain something is not something which comes by birth. It is something which we all need to fight and fight and fight. Every task has a certain way to perform. Everything has a certain way to attain. Now, we all need to focus on the end game, on what we want to achieve before we actually start on how. Using the right ingredients, using the right methodology, using the right steps, that is the key. Using the right tools. As we know, you cannot take a clay pot and use it in somewhere where you have water. The clay will melt. You need to use the right approach. You need to tackle the problems that you face with the right tools and attitude, which we have. Without the proper tools, the end result is never going to be the same. It is always the tools, it is always what we choose to handle any issue that determines the outcome of the issue. A watch pot can never be used as a boiling pot. The tool is wrong. We cannot use it. So ideally, in any given situation, we need to focus on two things. What do we want to accomplish? Where do we start? And how do we reach from this to that? How do we reach from point A to point B, and what methodologies or what approach or what steps is that we take to achieve the desired results? Thank you and have a nice evening, Toastmasters.
Chair, watch the pot never boil. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Yes, in my life, I have many things I am doing myself. I need to grow. That's why I doing many things in my life. From my experience, I am doing many things, but it's not happening in my own way. When I am starting with something, it will go into other area. It's my experience. I do something, it will go into another things. When basically I am a cricketer, I wanted to be perform a good cricketer in ground. When I was going to ground, the first ball itself is difficult for me. When ball coming to me, I don't know what to do. It's happened many times for my life. Then from that I experience, from that I learn many things. And next time I go into ground, I will start something new, then I will grow. That's what is my life is going on. The life is experience is nothing other than anything. If you are failing with anything, no worry about anything. Is that failures will be the success of your future. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters, if you all the failures, you need to accept it, and you will try for your future endeavors. Over to contestant.
Never boils. I repeat, your topic is watched pot never boils. Toastmaster Asanka Fernando, contestant number 3.
When children are under our eyes, we tend to take so much care. We tend to protect them over. Contestant and fellow listeners, yes, watch what never boils. Similarly, if you take your children and if you safeguard your children in every step they make, they will never grow. They will never learn to be independent. They will never learn from their mistakes. Instead, let the pot boil, leave it alone. Let the child grow, leave him alone. Children are like flowers. Yes, they are. But in their line of growth, in their timeline, they need to learn from their mistakes. They need to learn from every fall they make. Mistakes are only made by the children. Not only children, even we do make mistakes. But the thing is, when children make mistakes, they have the capability to learn from the mistakes they make. And then, will they repeat it? Well, that's a question for you and me. I guess they will not. So, if you leave your children to grow on their own, learn from their mistakes, they will be the brightest star in the sky. They will be the brightest star in the society because they know that somewhere down the line they have made a mistake, but yet the lesson they have learned in that will never be forgotten in their life. Over to you, contestant.
Boils. I repeat, your topic is watched pot never boils. Toastmaster Babu Srinivasan, contestant number 4.
When there is a defect in something, it will not solve its purpose. That's what is for the pot as well, where it could not perform what was intended it for, it could not boil. Friends, what we need to understand, what we need to infer from this is there are a lot of things in our day-to-day routine we keep accumulating. We keep having the perceptions. We keep having the perspectives and killing the way to move forward. Say, in this instance, even the pandemic, we had our own notions. Some of the people who had bent towards it, so they could not perform well and they could not, like the part, they were not able to do the intended result that they could not boil. But on the other side, there are people who had made their defects, their deficiencies as the strength, and they had come out and they have still survived and succeeded. One of the best examples is the Toastmasters. Yes, the part was having some deficiencies because of not because of its own setup or something like that, the environment, but still it had performed and found out those new opportunities. Yes, there may be defectives and deficiencies, there may be thrust from outside or from any other resources, but as long as if you are internally strong, you need not have to bend like that part and did not perform or did not boil what is for the intended purpose, but you can do the purpose and come out better and glitter. Back to you, contest chair.
Master Rachana Radhakrishnan. Your topic is a watched pot never boils. I repeat, your topic is a watched pot never boils. Toastmaster Rachana Radhakrishnan, contestant number 5.
A renowned poet, John Keats, once said in one of his poems, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever." Good evening, contest chair, judges, and fellow Toastmasters. The beauty of this topic is that I can talk about this forever, and that brings me a lot of joy. Watch pot boils forever. It applies to our life, doesn't it? We wait for things to happen to us. We never take things into our control. We let things happen to us, not really knowing where it goes. But I wonder, when we just go as though a dead fish in the sea, you know how a dead fish goes with the water. It goes along with the stream. So we go along with whatever comes to our life. But we don't really know what is happening. We are not aware. We are not experiencing. We are not fulfilling the prophecy of a destiny. What I would like to say about this topic is that, nobody can come between you and your destiny. No, you are the master of your own destiny, and so take it by your horns and have fun. If you constantly wait for it to come, for things to come up, if you really hold on to things and not let it go, things will never happen. When you let go, things come to you. Thank you. Back to you, contest chair.
Toastmaster Amjid Ali. Your topic is a watched pot never boils. I repeat, your topic is a watched pot never boils. Toastmaster Amjid Ali, contestant number 6.
Sorry. So I have been thinking about table topics since morning today. So I was so busy in so many things, but at the end, I got the topic, the watch pot never boils. So I get an idea that it's a pot where you are watching the pot and it never boils. You keep watching something, a boiling water, a pot where the water is being boiled, and when you keep watching it, the time will in fact stop. So if you want something to happen in your life, you don't need to wait for it. You just keep doing it, the results will definitely come. You don't need to wait for the results to immediately come. You don't need to see that the response of your efforts should immediately come. Over to you, contest chair.